With us for 2 News at 6 o'clock. As of a few minutes ago, the BrianHead wildfire had destroyed 43,436 acres.
Our team coverage continues of the big blaze. Chase monitoring changes in the weather and how that could affect the fire as we move forward tonight. Daniel Woodruff gives us an inside look at the fire lines today.
But we want to start with Heidi Hatch. She has the very latest on the size of this fire. Heidi.
Shauna, the winds have been whipping out here all day long. It is extremely hot, extremely dry. They knew this would happen, but it is certainly not good news for the firefighters. I've been out here for 5 straight days, and every time they have a bad wind day and those numbers jump at night with the acreage, this happens. Look behind me. You can see smoke in the skies, and above the smoke, there's a cumulus cloud that forms on top of that. That's happening again this afternoon, which likely does not spell good news with how this fire is actually spreading. Southwest winds are the issue today. This last week, the winds for the northeast. This could mean it could push the fire back on itself, or it could push it into new areas they thought were safe.
Yesterday we had a very good day out on the fire line. We're able to accomplish quite a bit of good work in anticipation of today's increased winds. This afternoon, as you've noticed, the winds are already picking up and coming out of the southwest. These conditions are very similar to what we had last week, when the fire made multiple consecutive day runs.
Now, yesterday, one of the winds they had was getting into Horse Valley. They dug a large trench that hopefully will stop the fire as it moves in that direction. And then late last night, the DC-10 dropped a retardant on that area so that it would be doubly protected, hoping that it won't jump that line at this point and affect more homes. At this point, 1,500 people have been moved from outside of their neighborhoods and homes at this point. The winds are the big story today. Right now, we do want to go to the other side of the mountain. I'm in Parowan. We want to go to Daniel Woodruff, who is in Panguitch right now, where they're dealing with these whipping winds and where the fire is the strongest tonight. Daniel?
Yeah, Heidi, the winds certainly have been persistent here this afternoon, and as we've been showing you here on 2 News, that's caused this whole area behind me to really kick up in the last hour or two. A lot of thick smoke, a lot of massive flames. It's just one of many issues firefighters are having to deal with in this battle to get the BrianHead fire under control. Flames shooting out of control near Panguitch Lake, whipped up by wind, keeping everyone on their toes. Up the mountain in the Sydney Valley, it's a battle line. Firefighters keep a close eye on this unpredictable, out-of-control blaze.
Those winds kind of shifted around and carried it north.
The Garfield County Sheriff has spent the last 10 days getting up close and personal with the BrianHead fire. He knows exactly where to show us the worst of the damage.
We've evacuated somewhere around 600 cabins, and that's being conservative.
On the way back down the mountain,
Are you lost?
reinforcements arrive from Oregon, joining the legions trying to get the upper hand on this fast-moving fire.
It's just been a really hard to manage fire.
Now, one thing that has helped firefighters today is air power. We've seen multiple choppers going over this area. In fact, right behind me too, they've had to bring extra water over there as the flames have kicked up. But officials here on scene telling me that's made a major difference today, getting that air power in here, dumping it here as well as near cabins that are evacuated, trying to prevent further property damage. They say that is one of many keys in getting this fire contained, more so than it is now. Back to you.
All right, a lot of anxious families tonight and firefighters working hard. Daniel, thank you. Just behind me, there were a line of about 6 trucks just a minute ago. They